I think you need to look at your organization and decide what's the thing we're currently struggling with. What are the issues that we're trying to wrestle through right now, and see what's behind that. For us, pillar one was a no-brainer because I believe that everything rises and falls on leadership, as John Maxwell has said well. Leadership matters. And, if you don't have the right leaders doing the right things at the right time, then the organization is going to suffer. You're going to have a problem. We needed to find out, are we being as courageous as we think we are? Because again, anecdotes can make you think that you're accomplishing something that the data will tell you that you're not. We wanted to know, are we being the courageous executive and board team that we need to be to accomplish the mission that we're trying to accomplish? If that's true, how do we get better? What are the conversations we need to have? What are the things we need to be thinking about that we're not thinking about? What are the questions that we need to ask? And that's where pillar one really drove home for us. Pillar 5 was the other pillar that we looked at. And that's because for us, from the very first week when I joined this organization 12 and a half years ago, I began to talk about how a teachable spirit, that is a culture of learning, is a non-negotiable here. None of us know it all. None of us have made all the mistakes yet. But we can learn from people who are farther down the road than we are, and we can learn from the mistakes of others. I'm not going to live long enough to make all the mistakes myself. I'd rather learn from people who have already made some mistakes so I can avoid those. Why would I not do that? That just makes sense. And so that's the culture we try to create here, a culture that really values that learning. I saw that pillar and thought, okay, that's one I want to make sure that we're finding effectiveness in, and make sure that we're moving the ball up the field on. Because if we're not, then it's just a bunch of lip service. Looking at this pillar, we began to have conversations. We began to have a lot of good questions being asked that I think helped us to become more intentional in how we accomplish the culture we're trying to create.